Broken down car, unexpected help. I was stranded in a parking lot with a broken down car, feeling frustrated and relieved when a guy approached me, offering to help. I assumed he meant with jump-starting or fixing my car, but instead, he pointed to my gas cap and said it was open, which it was, but then he made a weird comment about how it was like my emotions, wide open and vulnerable, completely catching me off guard and making me wonder what I had just gotten myself into. As the stranger approached my car, I expected him to start tinkering with the engine or offer to jump-start it. Instead, he walked up to the gas tank and said, "You know, I've always wondered what would happen if someone just left their gas cap off like that." I was taken aback, unsure how to respond to such a bizarre comment. I tried to brush it off, saying something about just having filled up and forgetting to put the cap back on, but he just chuckled and said, "Yeah, I bet you did." The tone of his voice made me feel uneasy, and I started to wonder if I had misjudged the situation entirely. I attempted to steer the conversation back to my car trouble, but he just kept talking about the gas cap, making odd comments about how it was an invitation for something to happen. I was getting increasingly uncomfortable, unsure how to extricate myself from the conversation without being rude. The stranger's behavior was starting to feel more menacing than helpful, and I found myself wishing I had just waited for a tow truck instead. As I stood there, trying to process what had just happened, I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that had settled in. The stranger's comment had caught me completely off guard, and I was unsure how to react. I started to wonder if I had overreacted, if maybe I had misinterpreted his words. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that his behavior was truly out of line. I mean, who makes a comment like that to a stranger in a parking lot? It wasn't just the comment itself, but the fact that he seemed to think it was okay to say something so personal and invasive. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I thought about how quickly the situation could have escalated. I was grateful to have gotten out of there without anything worse happening, but the encounter had left me feeling rattled and unsure of how to trust strangers in the future. I was still trying to wrap my head around the whole experience, and I couldn't help but think that I would be more cautious in similar situations from now on. The encounter had been a strange and uncomfortable one, and it was going to take me a while to shake it off. Looking back on the encounter, I've come to realize that sometimes help can come with unexpected and uncomfortable consequences. The stranger's comment about raising my blood pressure was not only bizarre but also made me feel uneasy and unsure of how to react. It was a harsh reminder that not everyone's intentions are pure, and it's okay to prioritize my own comfort and safety. I've learned to be more cautious when accepting help from strangers, even if it seems like they're coming from a good place. It's not about being paranoid, but about being aware of my surroundings and trusting my instincts. The experience has taught me to speak up if I feel uncomfortable and to prioritize my own well-being, even if it means politely declining help from someone who seems nice but makes me feel uneasy. Ultimately, it's okay to put myself first and prioritize my own safety, and I hope others can learn from my experience and do the same.